All right, everybody. I know a lot of y'all have been kind of chiming in. I just posted this over on my fan page, but we did have an earthquake, 3.3 near Arcadia, Oklahoma. So for anyone that felt it, here is here's the epicenter of it. So I mean, it's basically like in between Arcadia, Edmond. It's up here in northeast Edmond gas and oil field. It's going to be the star that you see right here. So we're just north of Lake Arcadia. So for anyone that felt the earthquake, and I think it probably came in like, what, 5 minutes ago? It came in as a 3.3. And so, and here's, if you want to get real close, that's exactly where it is. This going to be where the star is. So there's Danforth. There's Midwest Boulevard. There's Arcadia Lake, there's Route 66, and there's I-35. So just thought I would add that to this Facebook Live. I think a lot of us probably felt it, heard it, and there you go. So that was the earthquake right there, basically near Coffee Creek. Okay, so we also jump on here and talk a lot about snow. I think the cold is a guarantee. The snow is not. So I have been making some changes lately to our snow projections, and this is something that I briefly mentioned a couple days ago about why I wasn't going as heavy on the snow as some of the weather models were going, and it was because I was a little concerned about the way that this storm was swinging through here kind of in pieces. And so let's go over what the newest data has in here when it comes to snow. So when I came into work today, I lowered the snow chance from an 80 to a 60 for Oklahoma City. I lowered it to a 20 for Woodward, Alva, Clinton, Hobart, Lawton, Ardmore, Guyman. I kept it at an 80 for Ponca, Stillwater, Seminole, Bartlesville, Tulsa. So, and let me show you what the models are kind of pumping out right now as far as the snow and how much is going to fall. So let me show you a couple various weather models that we have. Here's another earthquake. Whoa. Whoa, that was another earthquake. Holy cow, did you all just feel that? Wow. I don't know if y'all can see this. I can't get it up. That was a big one. Holy cow. Let me get that one out. Wow. Oh man. Hold on, let me just get this. Okay. I felt that one. Let me see what that one pops up as. It usually takes a couple minutes for these to come in here. That was a big earthquake. I felt that one. Man, it kind of gives me chills to like feel those. And I know they're not like big compared to like what other areas in the world experience, but that was a big one. Okay, I'll keep checking. Again, that was a big earthquake. So let me go back in here. I'll keep refreshing the USGS, see what that one comes in as. So when it comes to snow, my phone's going off now. Let's see here. Yeah, everyone's like, y'all feeling these earthquakes? Okay, when it comes to snow, let me go over again. I'm refreshing these earthquake reports here. Sorry, like I suffer with ADD, and so I want to talk about snow, but My mind right now is thinking earthquakes. That was a big one though. That was a big earthquake. So the first one came in at, I shouldn't say for Oklahoma standards. The first one came in at a 3.3. I anticipate that that second earthquake that just happened just a second ago is going to be very close to where this one came in. And so again, that came in as a 3.3 just a second ago. We'll see what that second one comes in as. Probably be about 3.3, I would anticipate. Okay, so when it comes to snow, by the way, I'm like trying to work so many things here. I apologize, you guys. I know I'm trying to refresh earthquakes and doing this Facebook Live right here, and then looking at snow. So here, the newest NAM model keeps the heaviest snow across northern and northeastern Oklahoma. Not much for Oklahoma City, and then a little bit down to the southeast. Let me go back over here. What's that earthquake coming in as? Hasn't come in. So the NAM, this version of the NAM keeps the heaviest snow in northern and northeastern Oklahoma. Nothing for Oklahoma City. Again, I'm refreshing. I'm working like so many monitors over here. Another version of the NAM model has about 4 inches of snow for Stillwater to Ponca City. That's like 8 inches of snow up towards Tulsa. And just a small dusting here in Oklahoma City. The Euro has like just a little dusting of snow, about a ½ inch for Oklahoma City, about 1 to 2 inches up in northeastern Oklahoma. There's some dry air that we're going to be dealing with. And so that's why the snow projections have kind of come down a bit, because we're still working through this dry air. So the first earthquake was just north of Arcadia Lake here. I know, I'm sorry. I'm working like different I'm working geology and meteorology here tonight, it feels like. The shifting of rocks and weather. So this one hasn't updated yet. Still looking. Again, the first one that I think a lot of people felt was this 3.3. Okay, so anyways, let me go back to the snow here. So the models have kind of started to tap into some of this dry air that's at the surface. So notice how like our snow projections are not all that high. Like 1 inch for Oklahoma City, 2.5 to 3 inches of snow for northern and northeastern Oklahoma. The Canadian model, the last model, Canadian model run, had about 2 inches for OKC, a lot more in eastern Oklahoma. It's now updating as we speak. It's only gone out to Sunday morning, so we'll see. We'll see what that says. But basically, I got a snow projections update that looks like this. Has that thing updated yet? Still says 3.3, but it's only registering 1. I know there's 2 earthquakes in there. So right now I'm loosely going with 1 to 2 inches. Will we set a new record cold high on Sunday, Monday? I believe so. I'll have to double check. Let me show you what if you blend all the weather data for snow, here's how much snow it drops on the state. So about almost an inch in Oklahoma City. Heaviest is in northern and in northeastern Oklahoma. So again, there's a lot of new data that we just have to kind of look over. But if there's any changes that I've seen so far in the forecast, it's that the snow intensity is kind of come down. Hasn't really changed a whole lot from my previous forecast. I'm at 1 to 2. Originally I was at 2 to 4, so I'm at 1 to 2 right now. I know all these earthquakes everyone's talking about here. I mean, these earthquakes are, it's been a while. Has it updated yet? No. It's still saying a 3.3, but this is the first earthquake. The second one hasn't registered yet. Let me go over here. me see what's going on here. Still haven't gotten it. I would say probably for OKC for snow, we're probably closer to 1. Again, for everyone that's jumping in right now, like I am trying to work so many different things right now as far as like earthquakes, snow. We've had 2 earthquakes, by the way. The first one was a 3.3. Still waiting for the second one. I'm on Twitter right now, and people are saying, like, that was a big earthquake. That's the biggest earthquake I've felt. 3? Was there just another one? 3.3. Still. OGS earthquake says 3.3. See a 2.7. There's a 2.7 in there. Let me see here. Someone said 2.7. I have not seen the 2.7. No power outages from the earthquakes. This was a roller. Like I heard it coming before I felt it. Did y'all feel the same thing? Like you can almost hear like a rumble before you can almost hear a rumble. Let me update this real quick. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's see here. Still waiting. Someone said a 2.7. Yeah, testing 1, 2, 3. $4.2. Wow, that second one was bigger.
4.2.
Well, wait, hold on. I see a 2.7.
4.2. It just came down. Yes, there was also a 2.7.
Oh, 4.2 and a 2.7. So there's been 3.
Yeah, there's a 3.3.
Okay, so here's what we have right now. We have 3 earthquakes right now. So we had a 3.3, the 4.2, and then a 2.7. So all basically coming from the same spot, just north of Arcadia Lake, or Lake Arcadia. Here's where they all are for anyone that's keeping track. Okay, so here's Route 66. That would be Danforth and like Midwest Boulevard. There it is, yeah. So let me just get this tweet out real quick. 3 earthquakes. 3 earthquakes in OKC Metro tonight. So we have a 3.3, 4.2. That 4.2 is a big one. And 2.7. So there you go. 3.3 was the first one. 4.2 was the... Okay. Abigail says she felt it more. 3 earthquakes in OKC Metro tonight. Okay, I got to wrap this up, y'all. Head on over to KOC 5 News, 10 o'clock news. We're about to start. See you on TV in just a second.